Morning guys, your old pal Brian. It's torches fly for the cubby because frankly it's 150 degrees outside and that's the east and I can't fly in the morning at the other club, so figure I'd come out here and give her a whirl. So there's the old cubby fly. Now landing's going to be a trip. It got the Tundra tires, but the grass is pretty high, so we'll see how that goes. I might attempt to land her on the runway here. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to drop it in the grass, at which time it will roll over. But yeah, little cub fly this morning. I can actually fly. Much as I enjoy RCACF, you just can't fly or shouldn't fly in the early morning hours with the sun, even with the sunspot blocker.
6 minutes.
This is a 1500 milliamp battery, so we're going to fly a little longer probably than the 7 minutes. We'll see. So I brought my glider out as well. Eric is over, if he's over there, at RCACF going to help a pal, Henry, who got a new transmitter and help him program it. So he opted out and visiting over here today, which is just fine with me. I don't feel any pressure to stay here any longer than what I need to. I'm going to go home and do surgery on my big icon. I want to
5 minutes.
couple of things. I want to go ahead and put decals on it. Noel cautioned against making it all pretty before I maiden it, but nah, it's half the fun. Yeah, the stabilizer in this thing is sweet. I'm watching a guy fly yesterday. Probably mentioned it in a previous video, but the dude, it was all over the place. And I go, well, what are you flying with? Is it ASICs? You know, is it stabilized? No, plug and play. Excuse me. Said, oh, okay, what kind of battery are you flying at? Well, 2200. Oh, okay. So we got it to the ground. I go, well, oh, before you got to the ground, I go, well, you must push that thing all the way to the front because it's, you know, tail heavy otherwise. He goes, oh yeah. Gets on the ground, pops the hatch open, and the battery slid all the way to the back, which gives rise to why that fucker was tail heavy. So not only was it windy, he was flying it in conditions really he shouldn't have been flying it in, or wouldn't be comfortable in flying it in, normal person. But you know, he let the battery slide about 3 inches to the rear, which makes it effectively tail heavy. So he didn't kind of know what he was doing, or didn't care. He had the plane laid on the table on its wings without any kind of, you know, like a towel or something. You know, giving it road rash all over the place. But I guess if you got a lot of money, it simply doesn't matter. If you got Noel money, it just doesn't matter.
3 minutes.
It's a neat plane. It takes off in its own length. Went out yesterday, as we saw in the previous film. Got in another 2 hours of flying. Wow. Storm had passed and cooled everything to about 80 degrees, as it turns out. So it was almost cool. if you will. I think what I might do, in light of my decision to take off here, see if I can walk up a bit.
2 minutes.
Get her down a bit. Get out of the way of the runway. Let's do this. Yeah, let's stay out of that ball of light. And I'm in it. Shit. Nah, I'm gonna land it in the grass when it's time. Yep. Way too long, but better than trying to land on the road. Beautiful little cub. The wing struts are completely worthless. They're decorative. They provide no support whatsoever.
1 minute.
Getting about time. Might carry it a little longer. Pretty big plane. Let's carry her up a bit. See it pretty good. Get some Lake Apopka visual out there.
30 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to keep you up a bit longer, love. Need to set a second timer for it. You put a little bigger battery in it. It allows you to fly a little longer.
Seconds, 10 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 seconds.
Oh, I'm getting a little gusty to 10. Doesn't bother this though, it's stabilized. Be interesting to see how my landing. See how my other little, we're just going to carry it in and do a flyby. See how my other icon fared. I got it good and wet the other day. See how the sensors fared. I suspect they don't much care to get wet, but it was fresh water and I let it dry off. Okay. Let's see how those Tundra tires do. It's fantastic. Big old tires, they like the grass. That's absolutely fantastic. I could probably take off from here if it wasn't bouncing around so bad, but I like to, to go up a runway a bit, and what ends up happening is it bounces so bad it jumps up in the air. Well, there you have it, boys. And as always, see ya.